Hey guys, welcome back. Bodie 101 here, and we are back in Sunlit Valley. Oh, I almost forget. Extra button push. Let me go show you what I worked on, and then we're going to get to work. So, on our building, first of all, you can see I got fancy water wheels out here. These are large water wheels, so if we look at them real quick, these aren't hard to make. The initial water wheel, the smaller one, it takes this kinetic blueprint that we got. It doesn't go away, it doesn't get consumed. Lead and the fire logs, if you remember, is just doing stuff like that. Then the big one is just taking that one and putting more logs around it, and that's how you get the large water wheels. The main difference between they're not fast or anything, this one, if we look at it, you can see 256 SU, that's its current speed. And then these ones are 512, so they are a little bit faster. And what I did in here is I knocked out walls. There we go. Look at this. So I also changed the stairs. God, there's so many bird sounds. So up here we were having trouble with this roof. So I figured I'd move it down here. I took out some walls, leaving the original beams in, support and all. And then the stairs took up this whole area, and I knew I could make it kind of smaller. Oh, by the way, I put the same water wheels on the other side over here. You can see big one, little, big, and that just has to do with the space we have here. So we have that. Plus, we still have the windmill if we need it. So, okay, so I added, so you take, we have our normal gearbox. We take a large cog wheel, put it on. That's the speed, right? Then we put a small one on, and this turns faster because it's smaller. Then we put another big one on, and we put a small one, and this one turns faster. And by the way, I made a bunch of sheets. And now this actually goes a little bit faster. This, you can see, is cooking along. Why is this going so much faster than that one? Big, little, weird. So yes, I set this up. I made the mechanical mixer and the basin, I believe we made in the last episode. We got the blaze burner. So basically the way this works, and I'll kind of show you here. Where did I get cactus from? Let's look up, was it bronze? Was it bronze we made? Yeah. Or brass. And yes, before you tell me, it's a good thing Snoop isn't here. All right. So to make a brass ingot, in the mixing, you take a gold coin, a zinc, and a copper. Let's see, we have all that stuff. We have a gold coin, no zinc and copper, but we do have this guy. So let's look up zinc. Grab one, and then copper. Let's grab one. Okay. And then all you do, now if you notice, there's brass on here. What this does is you could put this on as a filter so that when you put stuff in, if you put the wrong amount in, or if say there's a recipe that's just zinc and copper without the gold coin, so that I don't actually make that, you put this on here. Right now, all this will even make is copper. So we throw this in, and that in. Do we need multiples? I think we might need multiples. Hold on. Look at let's see, recipe here. No? Oh, I got to heat it up. Duh. Do I have any coal on me? I don't. Yeah, this one needs to be heated up. So we'll get some coal. It's probably more than enough. And then we just click it on here. And if you notice, this goes down. And then it comes up. And that's how we make brass. So that's how we use that. We know how to use this. Okay. Oh, I forgot to put a piece of wood back here. That's fine. All right, so let's jump back into our book and see where we were at. I just want to kind of catch you guys up on that. Mechanical farming. So one thing we were trying to do was intro to trains. I'm not too worried about this, but I want to get these quests done. We're trying to make the sturdy sheets. Now, if you remember the way this works, lead sheet, we got to put some lava on it, and then we got to stamp it and stamp it. Now, this doesn't mean we need 2 stampers. It just means it needs to be stamped twice. So what we have is we have a item drain, and I'll look some of this stuff up so you guys can see. Item drain is made by getting a copper casing and iron bars. Copper casing, if you remember, is taking copper and putting it on stripped wood. That's all we got to do. The pipes we had made before, or got them, hold on, fluid pipes is this one's here, and that is just copper sheets, copper ingots, and oak resin. It gives you 8 at a time. And then this guy is a mechanical pump. If I can get past all the pumpkins, this guy here. This is just a pipe and a cogwheel. That's it. That's all it takes to make this. So you put all this on, and then you have to give this, the power, which is this stuff. We did the same. Big wheel, little wheel, big wheel, little wheel. And then we have this running here. So that is how you pump stuff from here into there, okay? That's how you have to do it. You click on this with a bucket of lava. It pumps it up, puts it in here, the depots we made. And then we know the kinetic press because we have this one here. So now all we got to do is we come over here, we get ourselves a lead sheet. And if you guys remember on the book, it was pour the lava, stamp, stamp. All right, so we do this, and it physically changes it. So now it's an unprocessed obsidian sheet. All right, let's get this out of here. This is when I practiced. So we put this down, and boop, that's the first one. You can see it's still an unprocessed obsidian sheet, but once we do it the second time, and this thing knows that stamping this doesn't do anything, so it just leaves it there. There we go. That's it. We did it. I'm proud of us. Train casing. I'm not going to get into trains, but item pipes transfer items between inventories. Easier way than mechanical belts. Okay, these are interesting. So the way we make these, all right, lead, our sturdy sheets, and rubber. If you guys remember, rubber is just taking the sap and cooking it, if I remember correctly. All right, so let's do a couple quick things here. First of all, let's get this cactus out of our inventory. So let's get some rubber. I guess we don't need to get rubber. I guess we are going to make item pips. There we go. All right, so there's that. Took our 2 things. We'll put this there. And now we have item pipes. I don't know if I've... Oh, this is just from pipes. Okay, I thought this was... All right. Wow, this looks different. They changed what they look like. That's kind of cool. They were real bright and flashy before. All right, so we got that. That's good. Gives us another 16. Huzzah. All right, so now what we're going to try and do, and I'm not good at this, and you guys are going to have to bear with me, and this whole thing might be a gigantic mess, but what we need to do is try and make these precision mechanisms. So we're going to need 3 depots and 3 cogwheels. And then what I think we're going to do is we're not going to use the depots, and we're going to try and use belts. So here is some belts. There is 1 stamper. I didn't get this stuff ready. I want to take you guys through this with me, so we'll even grab these just in case. Okay, so what we need is we need some more shafts. I'm just talking about shaft. All right, we need those. And then we need 2 more of these. Do we have the stuff? 1. Oh, okay. Let's try again. Recipe. I just don't think we have a block of lead. All right, there we go. And recipe. And boop. All right, there's those. Okay. And then just for fun, I just want to grab a couple pieces of cobble. Now, let's see how much of a mess I can make of this. All right. So let's go ahead. Actually, before we're going to want to go ahead and make more cogs. No, not gogs. Let's try that again. cogs. There we go. I'll make some more small ones. Oh my god, just there. You know what? Let's actually make some more shafts because I'm gonna need them. There we go. All right. I get a feeling we're gonna need. Oh my god, just take them from my inventory. Take a few of these. All right, good. And then to make the bigger ones, it's this way. Let's put that up there. All right. So, first and foremost, what we're going to do is we're going to do the same. Now, this is goofy because it doesn't notice the floor. But we're going to do that, and then we're going to do that. So you see that's a little bit faster. Then once again, we put a big one on, and then a small one on, and we're going faster. All right, good. Okay, so let's figure out how we're going to set this up. So first off, I want to go here, and it doesn't have to be, super separated, but I want to do that just so that we can get these down. 1, 2, and nope, I need to go, those need to be higher. All right, let's try that again. They need to be up here. All right, so boom. Don't be weird. And like that. Okay. All right, so we'll clear this out. And we're going to make this super simple. We're going to go here, and here. Now, if you notice, one is spinning, but the others are not. So I'm going to grab this, and it's going to go from here to there. So these mechanical belts can be used to give 3 things power. So if you look, all 3 of them are spinning, which means they're ready to go, okay? Then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put one of these here, and then one of them maybe here, okay? And then we're going to go like that to here, okay? And now we just need to get this moving. Let's go ahead and grab another small cogwheel, and can we put it off to the side? No. Can we come off of here, maybe? Can we come? No, we can't. Yeah, because it clicks on that one. What about, we want this to go this way. So what if we go like here? That's going the wrong way. All right. We can figure this out. I want to do this with you guys. All right. So let's go here. Did that not work? Here? Why won't you stop being? Oh, because it's connected to that. Can we go at an angle? We can't. Okay, we're going to figure this out. All right, I was avoiding trying to build a gearbox, but it's fine. All right, and I'm sure there is better ways to do it. This is the best I got, guys. So you're just going to have to kind of deal with this right now. Okay. All right, so we got a gearbox, right? So we want it here. Because we want it going that way. Let's see. Don't mind me. I'm doing math. Maths. All right, so if we put this, I don't want to make another one. Can we come off of here maybe? Like, okay, that works. Can I go down? Okay, oh, that works. Oh, we don't even need the gearbox. Okay, watch this. Bink. All right, so now we have this going that way because this is how we want to go. These are all spinning. I don't think it matters which way they go on that one. Okay, so to do this part, we need to get a silver sheet, and we're going to try this. But real quick, I want to get a hopper. All right, and then maybe like a drawer or a barrel, I mean. All right, there we go. And let's go ahead and put this, we're going to put this here. All right, and then maybe, I don't know if it needs to be down a block or if that's okay. We'll see. All right, so if we take our silver sheet, okay, and we just Yeah, you know what? Let's do this. Let's do this. I know. We're fine. All right. Because I want a little bit of extra space. There we go. There's that. And then we go from here back to there. Okay, that's better. All right, here we go. So we just stick this, we throw this on there, and then just watch. It didn't do anything. Damn it. Well, that worked. Oh, no, it didn't. It went to us. All right. Back to the drawing board. We're going to stop telling me how to make this work. I want to figure it out on my own. It doesn't matter because I'm not going to see your comment for a couple weeks. Okay. All right, let's try something here. All right. Well, first of all, let's see. Do we have any depots in here? We do not. Do I just want to steal these for a minute? I kind of just want to steal these real quick. I'll replace all of these. All right, let's try this again. Oh, I know what I did wrong. Never mind. Put the depots back. I forgot crucial parts of this because these are the wrong damn machines. Oh my God, I'm an idiot. Okay, all right. Everybody that was screaming, no Modi, stop. I heard you. But I'm in the past, so it took a while. Let's try this again. So if we look at this, what we need is actually deployers, not the smooshers. So let's look at deployers. Let's actually put this on. Nope. Let's actually put this on our list. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Oh, it's rough being dumb. All right, so I don't have that stuff. So to make this, we need brass and... All right, we got to go back to the house. Oh, God. Just feeling dumb. You guys ever have one of those days where you're just feeling dumb? All right, here we go. So let's go ahead and get 1, 2, 3 of these. All right. And then let's put that back. And then for a deployer, we're going to need these, which we made the polished stuff. Oh, do I even? Oh, God damn it. I think I left it back in the other building. All right. We're fine. All right. I made more of the polished red thingy. I think. Yes, there's that. What all do we need for this? And then what sheet was that? That was silver sheets, which we have right here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now we just do that. And 1, 2, 3. There's our 3 electron tubes. Okay, and we needed brass sheets, which we have right here. Okay, so now we can do this one. Oh, come on. Boop, and boop, and boop, and boop, and boop. Okay, 2 and 3. There we go. And then, yeah, there we go. There's one. Oh, no. Okay. Let's get some alloy. We'll do like 8. Do I have any in here? I do not. Okay. And then let's get some oak. We'll get, oh, perfect. These ones are already done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8. There we go. All right. So we put these down. I think this is neat where it actually has kind of a real world thing, but when you're trying to make stuff real quick and you got to do this, it's a little annoying. So, all right, we're going to get this. We are going to get this. All right, so now, finally, we can make deployers. There's one. Oh, we already have one. All right, we need one more. 2 and 3. Okay, so now we're going to try and set these up here. No. I forgot these are kind of a pain in the butt. No. do this. There we go. There we go. Okay. All right. So now you can see them kind of doing stuff. Now for the recipe. Yeah, this whole thing it's neat, but it's kind of a pain in the butt. The first one needs small cogwheels. The second one needs big cogwheels. The third one needs gold coins. Do I have gold coins in here? I don't, but I do have this. But I can then do this. And there we go. All right, so we're gonna do 8. So let's get the parts for this. All right. So let's look up cog. And there's that cog again. All right. So we're going to want one more of these. So there's 8. And then we're going to want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. There we go. Okay. All right. So now what we do is we come up and we put these. This is always tricky. I got to click it on the hand. Oh, where'd that go? Where did that go? Oh, I just put it on the wall. Weird. Can I get back here? Hope I can. Okay, excuse me. Guys, oh, come on. Come on. All right, let's try this again. I haven't done this in a while, so bear with me. All right, there we go. So I put all of eight of those in that hand. All 8 of those in that hand. And all 8 of those in the hand. If you notice, they stop moving. So now we have 3 deployers that are all getting power. We have this guy going that way to that. Now we just take our silver sheet and we throw it on here. And then if we watch, come on, please work. It stops. It puts the first thing. See, that changes it. It looks different now. Now the second piece, and then the third piece. And then you would think, yay, we did it. But that would be incorrect. Let's see if that falls in there. It does. Okay. So if you notice, progress, 3 of 12. So we come back over, we throw it on, and it goes again. So you can see where this could be a little slow, a little time consuming, but it also kind of looks cool, and I think that's important. All right, so this should be 6. Yep, 6 of 12. The status bar on the bottom is done. Now what we can do real quick while this does this, we can go hopper, and we'll get another barrel. Okay. Perfect. All right, it's going to drop in there. So what I'm going to do is I think I might have to go higher, actually. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. That might be too high. Well, we'll see here in a sec. And then we put the barrel up here. All right, perfect. Wow, that fit right under the stairs. All right, 9 of 12. And then, let's see, does this work? Okay, I put it too high. I was right the first time. Okay. We're going to get this. There, and we throw that in, and boom, it just spits it on there. So now we can just put the sheets in there and then let this go. So there we go. I don't know how many we have on here. 4. Okay. There, and that should be, now it can fail, but I think this one's pretty basic, but precision mechanism. There we go. We did it. Huzzah. All right, they gave us more silver sheets. Now it has opened up a slew of other things, but we're at the end of this episode. Could this have gone better? Yes. Am I glad it didn't? Sure. Why not? Let's put all this stuff in here. All right, there we go. So we can now make these precision machines. Obviously, I have to fill this up with more stuff. We can make one more off of this. But yeah, so we're chugging along. We still have a couple of spots that we can put different stuff at. But I'm really digging just how this looks. Like just this barn with all of this like kind of old mechanisms, I think is pretty cool. So, all right, guys, there we go. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, like, subscribe, click that bell, leave a comment. In that comment, be nice. I'm doing the best I can. If you guys want to show your support at a higher level, you can do that by becoming a Patreon. We've gotten a few new Patreons recently, and that is super duper awesome. Love to see new people come in and people that were once Patreons come back. I miss you guys. I miss your faces. Come hang out. And yeah, so go check out the Patreon link. You get access to this server plus many others. Hang out in the Discord, be in our Saturday streams, all that stuff. We would love to have you guys come join. So go check that out. If you guys want to watch me do the off-camera work on this, I do this every Tuesday at noon Mountain Time over at twitch.tv/Modi101. And yeah, come hang out for that. And yeah, noon Mountain Time. I said it. And then last but not least, if you guys want to get your own server, just like this one, head on over to Host Havoc. Use the link down below. That way they know you're coming from one of my videos. And until next time, I want to thank you all so much for hanging out. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.